housing market had an amazing run in 2016. Sellers bask in the glory of a lean inventory of new and existing houses and in the abundance of home buyers who took advantage of low mortgage rate. In fact, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged under 3.75% all summer last year. Although rates have since gone up to 4%, experts say it's still the most opportune time to buy a home. Welcome to Owning a Piece of America. My name is Faith Bautista. A home is the biggest purchase we will make. It's an important decision that tags along a great deal of preparation and a long list of crucial responsibilities. To help you, our viewers, understand the complexities of home buying and home ownership, we're joined at the show today by 4 individuals who represent the different aspects of purchasing a home. First, we have certified housing counselor and certified program manager through NeighborWorks National Center for Home Ownership Education. He's the former compliance director for NAAC's home ownership centers throughout California, housing and financial literacy advocate Jonathan Angeles. We also have Ryan Gallagher, a home buyer who would share with us his experiences, the good and the bad, in finding the perfect home for him and his family. Welcome to the show, Ryan. Of course, we have here a lovely loan officer, Natalie Salins, who has been in the mortgage industry for 12 years. She prides herself in thinking outside the box and working closely with home buyers. Since 2013, Natalie has been among the top 1% of mortgage originators in America. Welcome. Last but absolutely not the least, we're joined today by a realtor who has sold properties from condominiums to investment real estate in the greater Los Angeles area. He was also featured on the TV series $1 Million Listing, Brian Miyamoto. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Hey.
It's great
Thank
to be
you.
here.
It's an honor that I have the rock star in real estate mortgage here. So, so let's talk to Ryan first. Ryan, I know you're in the process of buying a home. How hard is it for you? Is it fun? Is it exciting?
Well, I think there's a lot of different aspects that come into play when you're buying a home. A lot of them caught me off guard because I didn't know how much you actually needed in order to purchase a home right off the bat to go even get lending for a home. You have to have 2 years of so many different things, and I'm glad I had people to kind of help me through that. And I went through a couple workshops, so that helped too. But it is exciting, and it's always fun to try to find your dream home. But it also hits you with a dose of reality, a lot too, with what you can actually afford with what you actually want. So it's really interesting, and it's a lot of fun.
That's true. A lot of fun if you can afford it and if there's inventory. What do you see right now?
Well, the 2017 first quarter market, just like 2016, actually maybe could be a little worse because super low in inventory and more demands, as you know.
Why is that?
Well, because I thought that we all thought the economy was going to change big time after the new presidency. However, it actually gotten better when it comes to economy. Low employment rate, the dollar's being strong. So that being said, a lot of active buyers are looking to purchase a home right now. So, but there's not enough inventory for everybody.
So, Jay, as a counselor, what do you ask a home buyer? What do you see from the home buyer?
Well, the first thing we normally ask homeowners is, do you know what your goal is? I mean, right now, everybody's first conception is everybody has to have a home. Home ownership is for everybody. So if I don't own a home, there's something wrong with me. So we look into their finances, we educate them, we help them understand what a housing ratio is, what their debt ratio is, and we help them see if owning a home is for them. And if it is, then we connect them to the right resources.
So do you also give like a down payment assistance like that to first-time home buyers?
We connect home buyers to city programs and county programs that offer down payment assistance. There are state programs that offer up to 3% down payment. There are some city programs that offer assistance to home buyers if you're a fireman, if you're a police officer in certain fields. So there's a lot of different options for them.
Natalie, being the top 1% of mortgage home origination, congratulations.
Yeah.
You got to be very, very busy. So what do you see? First-time home buyers, counselor that provides down payment assistance. Brian here sells $1 million homes, high end. Give us your experiences.
You know, being a first-time home buyer, you have to make the buyer feel comfortable. I feel like the first thing I talk about with a home buyer is really what they're comfortable spending per month. It is a little difficult in Los Angeles and some of the surrounding areas because with the housing prices going up, because the inventory is low, housing prices go up. Because of that, most first-time home buyers are pushed a little bit outside of that, area into what they feel comfortable affording. But there's so many programs now, like he's saying, there's 3%, 3.5%. Fannie and Freddie just came out with new programs, Home Ready and Home Possible, which allow borrowers to put even less down on units if they're interested in.
But does that really work? Would you guys see that, realtor? I mean, does that really work?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes. I think part of the problem in areas that are a little bit more expensive is that the median sales price for America and even what we call conforming high balance is still fairly low. So they did raise it a little bit this year to $636,000, but in our areas,
What can you buy
it's
with
going to
this?
be very hard to
Right.
find because even with 3.5% down, with a minimum loan of $636, that's a purchase price of like $660 or $670. So that's mainly the issues we're finding for me in the past year to year and a half is
Right.
finding where they can buy for that price point.
Then realistically, in prime West Hollywood area, around that price range, 600,000, you can buy maybe up to 2-bedroom condo. That's reality. And also another thing is not a lot of condo have FHA approved permit. So that being said, it's going to be very challenged for first-time buyer to purchase in a prime Los Angeles area. However, if you go to the Valley area, San Gabriel Valley, maybe like close to Palm Springs area, there are so many houses that first-time buyer could afford with that first-time buyer loan program.
So Jay, when you see the first-time home buyers through your counseling, they usually are the below 637, you said is the FHA? So they have to buy outside where they live, right?
Right.
I mean, how difficult would that for them?
Well, part of the counseling process is education, and the best education we give them is reality. We live in a very expensive state. California is the most expensive state to live in, and giving them options not just to buy where they live, but explaining where the prices are and what they can afford. Even with the down payment assistance programs, there are some people who are just not in that sweet spot where they are in the income limits and they can afford to be in the program. So, for example, you might not make enough money to buy the home, but you qualify for the down payment assistance. Or you make enough money to buy the home and you don't qualify for the down payment assistance.
Do they avail a lot of down payment assistance?
It's limited to a certain portion of the area median income. So depending on where you live, there's a limit to how much you can make to get those down payment assistance.
And Ryan, how do you choose a realtor? How would you know?
Well, how I would choose a realtor, or how I have choose a realtor in the past, is I would like somebody that I trust, somebody that either refers me, that I trust them, and then they refer somebody to me. And so I think that's really the way to go, is somebody that you feel really comfortable with.
How about like loan officer? I mean, how would you match these people, or would you even know Natalie, or you just go by the realtor?
Well, that's where I guess a good judge of character comes in. So if you get to know your realtor, then I guess you're just going to have to put some trust in them, and then hopefully they're going to point you in the direction of somebody that's trustworthy as well. But I kind of had a question. So if you want to buy a home, but let's say you want to get a loan, you don't get approved for that high of a loan, or that falls in what you're comfortable with getting, is there any way that you can get a different loan based on like getting an investment property instead, that you can do it that way, so you can still be in the same area that you would like, and then maybe put the part of the loan towards that?
Can you talk
Is
about
that?
You just have to have a larger down payment.
Larger down payment?
Because when you're
Okay.
purchasing an investment
How
property.
large? How large?
So they just came out with new rules that you can now put 15% down on an investment property. That's brand new. And a
Wow.
lot of loan officers don't know that yet. So you can do 15% down
Are
on
all-
investment
Most
property.
lenders offering that? The 15?
They should be. It's a new Freddie guideline.
Oh, okay.
So not Fannie, but Freddie. You do have to have mortgage insurance because it is less than the minimum 20% down in order to not have mortgage insurance. But it's an amazing way to buy investment property. It hasn't been available in the past.
Yeah.
You used to have to do
25%.
And then last year it was 20, and now this year it's 15.
15.
So of course that's a great way
that
to
is
purchase
good, yeah.
investment property. It's a little bit more than, obviously, if you're owner occupied, but
Sure.
I mean,
But it's never been that low, right?
not since I've been in the business. I mean, well, when I was at Countrywide, everything was, low.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about Countrywide.
Before the crash.
Yeah.
But since I'd say 2008 as an investor, and the reason being, it's easier to walk away from a property that you don't live in. And so banks
true.
had to stay less risky and
I see,
conservative,
okay.
and they wanted you to put a lot of investment into the property so they could assure that you weren't going to walk away from it.
Right.
When you make that kind of investment and you have
Right.
that kind of equity, you're not going to walk away from the home.
So as a first-time buyer, I have a better chance of getting a loan if I'm going to be occupying the residence.
the rates are better and the down payment's less if you
Okay.
owner occupy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to buy a home first before
Yeah.
you can get an investment. Yeah.
Well, you could buy investment first,
But you just have to put
but
more
you
down.
have to have more money down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as a very successful realtor, though,
Thank you.
what's the reason of your success?
What's the reason of my success? Persistency. Whether, the buyer's having a hard time finding a property, especially now, a lot of buyers are giving up hopes because of affordability, whatnot, but I'm very persistent and I always work beside the buyers. For example, I've been working with this buyer for 1.5 years.
Wow.
And they placed like at least 3-4 offers, and every offer they put in, they got
Oh,
outbid.
that's discourage,ing.
Very much so, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And why are they being rejected? What are the other offers out there?
Well, because all cash offer comes in, and shorter
Where do they
escrow
get
period.
all this cash? Because I
I
mean, the
don't
houses in
know.
Southern California, you're talking about average of what, 600,000? Where do they get $600,000?
Well, a lot of investors get together. I don't know where they come up with the money, but when it comes to putting an offer, there are so many all cash offers. But a lot of people get discouraged. But at the end, I found them a home just a few weeks ago.
So this is why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're buying a home, you got to have the right realtor,
Thank
you
you.
got to have the right loan officer, and you better be counseled. So thank you for watching Owning a Piece of America.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC.
Well, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
Owning a Piece of America presents Lifestyle with Asian Journal. Welcome to Owning a Piece of America. My name is Faith Bautista. My skin is feeling moisturized, perhaps because the lady seated next to me has dedicated her life to radiate the beauty from within one's inner beauty. Hello, everyone. I'm Faith Bautista again, and let's welcome Miss Olivia Widow Cole.
Yes, Miss Faith. How are you?
I'm okay, thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you for having me.
Is that a Filipino-Chinese last
It's a
name?
Filipino-Chinese last name, yes. I'm half Filipino, half Chinese.
And were you born in the Philippines and you graduated there? And I understand you're not really an esthetician before. So tell me about yourself in a brief moment.
So I was born and raised in the Philippines, and then I just got here 2002 just to tour America. But then I just had so much fun, and I decided to stay and study my passion, which is skincare.
So tell me about the Miss O, the medical spa clinic, and all the services that you do.
Yeah, so I've been doing a skincare business for about 14 years, and after that we decided to move to the next level, which is doing a medical spa. And now, since we're a medical spa, we do a lot of treatments like facials, 3D eyebrows, stem cell injections, liposuction, and we also do Botox fillers, all the works from head to toe.
So Olivia, a lot of women wants to be pretty, right? I mean, we want to look younger, and not just women, but also men.
Right.
For those that really cannot afford, do you have any services that you offer to the poor people?
Yes, actually we have our facials are not too expensive. It's about very competitive. But what we do is we do an 80-minute facial. But before they come in, they would come in earlier, an hour before, just to do the sauna, the whole shebang for body scrub. But then what's good about that is they will have a complete treatment about I would say 3 hours in the spa, and they will only pay about $125. So it's not too bad.
And then you also mentioning to me that you have the products, you manufacture the products yourself.
Right. So since I've been doing skincare for a very long time, then I know what ingredients that works, what are the ones that are not. But since we have a microwave technology, most of the clients, when they use a skincare regimen, they want to see results in about a week. If they don't see results in about 2 weeks, they will just like throw the off the shelf, and then just try another new product. So what we did at O Skincare is we formulated a skincare product that will really see results in an instant. In a week time, they will see good results.
Wow, really?
Yes.
So if I have this melasma that I cannot get rid of, there's a chance that it can be removed?
Yes, what we will do is we will just remove the first layer of the skin. It's mild peeling, but then it's not a chemical, it's not an acid, but what it does, it's just like a minor micro peeling, so it removes the first layer of the skin, and then we will put a lot of vitamins to your skin, so it will show the healthy looking skin.
But then you cannot go out in the sun, right?
Just for that week during peeling time. But after that, I would recommend that you apply sunblock, especially when you go out in the beach. You would just apply every hour of sunblock.
So tell me about this SPF, what they're saying that no matter how you take care of your skin, if you don't put sunblock, forget about it.
Right,
what kind of SPF, the numbers of that, and does that matter, and how often do you have to apply that?
Right, the SPF is, I would recommend 50% or higher, because SPF, like for example, SPF 20 does not mean it's just a minimum protection. It means that you have only few hours of protection. For example, SPF 15 will only give you a 4-hour protection. After that, you have to reapply. But an SPF 50 will give you at least a 12-hour protection.
And
so
does it make a difference, the over-the-counter sunscreen or the expensive one? Does that matter?
I would say that if you choose to have a sunscreen, I don't like sunscreen that feels sticky or it feels oily on the skin, or it smells like it's a sunscreen. So I would recommend something that's oil-free sunscreen. So you just have to check at the back of the label and check if there's oil in there. If there's oil, then I won't really recommend it.
So it has to be oil-free?
Oil-free, yeah. So for somebody who has acne, they won't have any problem of breaking out more.
Well, how do we make our face like you? Because I don't know how old you are, but you gotta be, you
41.
got 41 years old, and you look like 20 years old. For us to really don't wait last minute, right? Because it's harder to fix. So for the teenagers, because they go out in the sun a lot, can you give an advice to our viewers to really not to spend so much money when you get older? How do you really take care of your skin?
So at the age of 18, I would recommend like the teenager to start putting eye creams. because when you actually see like when somebody's getting lines and wrinkles, it's because they didn't take care of their face or their eyes at an early age. So I would recommend at the age of 18, put eye cream and put sunscreen. So
And
those are
is there any good ice cream? I mean, eye cream that they need to
that's very
put?
good. I would say any eye cream that has that doesn't dry out the eye area. So we make sure that we have to check if there's like oil in there. Oil on the eye cream are good, but oil on the skincare.
Good to know.
I'm not. It depends if it's comedogenic or not.
Okay, so the main thing that you have to take care first is your eyes.
Your eyes, because
right?
that's when you see, it's like the window of the soul. Then you see if somebody's getting aging, it's on the eye area. You see it on the eye area.
So when you're 18, so if you heard that, ladies and gentlemen, do not wait till you're my age and you have to keep going to Miss O for treatment. But we'll be right back. I mean, we still want to talk about, you know, your neck, your hair, your face, and how do you really take care of your body without spending a lot of money.
Exactly.
So thank you again for watching Owning a Piece of America.
Why are homeowners talking about counselors from
NAAC?
Well, you know, because through NAAC and with the help of Faith Bautista, I'm now able to have a piece of America.
As a housing counselor, I will help you budget and get a clear picture of your finances.
I will help you understand your credit report and help you improve your score.
I will help you through your hardship and work with your lender to get a loan modification.
For free housing counseling, call 1-800-920-6248.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
Welcome back to Owning a Piece of America. We're here again with Miss O. So, Olivia, let's talk about ice again, right?
Yes.
Finishing that, and let's talk about your products too. You mentioned about the 3D eyebrow. What does that mean?
3D eyebrows is the in thing right now. It's called the microblading. So when you wake up in the morning, you just look like you're already fully made up because your eyebrows are already done. What's good about that? It doesn't look like it's tattooed, and it doesn't look like it's not gonna change color. Not going to turn green, blue, or red, but it's just going to maintain its color until it fades away. But the good thing about the 3D...
How long would that take? How long does it last?
Does it last? It would last for about 18 months. 12 to 18 months, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And when you wake up in the morning, you will look like, for example, you have eyebrow shape that you like, the way you look, the way you draw it every day. So I'm just gonna follow that shape, and then it will just look exactly like hair. And then what's good about that, when you wake up the following day, you already have eyebrows without doing anything.
I'm gonna do that for sure. Set me for an appointment with that, okay? Let's talk about products. You know, if you go to the counter, if you go to any dermatologist, esthetician, I mean, hundreds of cream care. Tell us, what do they really have to look at to get the best out of the cream?
Right. For example, if you want to have a glowing skin and you have a party in the next 2 weeks, I would say exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. So remove the dead skin. I would suggest that you just buy anything with retinol would be nice. If you have a doctor prescription, and get like a Retin A mixed with a nice white brightening on the face. That will be a very good treatment, because after 1 week of exfoliating, your new healthy skin cells is going to show, and then you will have a glowing skin.
So even though if you're 50 years old, it's still, or 60 years old, right?
Yes.
Because I'm almost there, so there's still a chance for me to look like you.
Yes. Especially when we remove the discoloration of the face, then you look so much nicer, you feel good, and your self-confidence are much higher,
So Olivia, how did you get into this
skincare business?
Right.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a computer programmer graduate back in the Philippines. I have a Bachelor of Science degree. But then when I came here and just wanted to have a nice tour in the U.S., and then I said, I want to, at 26 years old at that time, I said, I want to do something that I'm passionate about. So I studied anything about beauty. I studied how to cut hair, do makeup. But then every time the teacher talks about the skin, I would always be more interested in that. So I asked my professor if I can just shift to just skin. Do you have a course just skin? So they put me into an aesthetic school. So 1 year and a half later, I did my board exam. And then now I'm so happy doing what I'm passionate about.
Isn't that something? You really followed your dream,
yes.
right? So a lot of us, we take courses and it's actually, that's not really your passion.
Right.
So really advice is like follow your dreams,
yes, exactly.
right?
Because you're gonna, if you follow your passion, it's like you're not working a day in your life.
Right, but you're telling me you only work 3 days a week.
Right, yeah. Because I have 4 kids. I have a 7 and a 6-year-old, and I have a twin, a girl and a boy. So balancing my business career and my family life is, so I thought, me and my husband talked about it, that we will just work about 3
So
days.
you're really a model, because it's true. You don't have to work for your business. The business should work for you.
Exactly, yeah. And with faith in God, like everything will fall into place. If you put God first place in your life, it will just fall into place.
Amen to that.
Yes,
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, don't ever plan for yourself, because He's got a better plan
exactly.
for you.
Yeah,
So Olivia, let's talk about your products.
Right.
Can you talk us a little bit about that, and how can we purchase this?
Okay.
And would it really work?
Yes. Okay. So we have an online shopping, so they can check us out at www.oskinmedspa.com. So they can check us out. All the products that we sell are there. If they want to have a brightening face, they can order the Pearl Cream and the Flawless Cream. Those 2 creams are one of our most bestseller. And just the client, if they run out, they said they cannot live without it, because it just looks different. Their skin is more glowing when they use it. So it's 2 of our most bestseller.
And you're also telling me that all of these are being manufactured here in Southern California?
Yeah, all over the world. So I have products that are manufactured here, manufactured in Asia. So it depends, but I'm looking for the nice ingredients that would work instantly. Yeah.
And you do that yourself?
Yes, it's my it's my passion. I love to look at the ingredients. I just love, because there's a lot of marketing tool right now. Like they would say in front of the product that it's a good product. It just says a lot of good marketing. But when you look at the back label, there's not ingredients there that it says an anti-aging, but it says in front that it will diminish lines and wrinkles. But once you look at the back, it doesn't have the potent ingredient for anti-aging.
So at least you're one of that really honest. So for the audience, what would you advise to women like you?
Right. So I would advise that to put sunscreen at an early age, start at the age of 18. Because if you put sunblock at the age of 18, once you reach 50s, 60s, your skin will just not sag easily, because you have a protection on top. And then I would suggest that you also put sunscreen even though you're inside the house. Fluorescent light microwave TV has UV rays the same as the sun. So
is that right?
Yes.
How about even if you're inside a plane? Because I'm always by the window. Do I need to put sunscreen there too?
Yeah, because the UV rays makes you cause you a lot of pigmentation. So
amazing.
Yes.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching Owning a Piece of America.